nationals. They are all from Wuhan, China.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Since we are still in a COVID-19 outbreak situation, have you ever wondered if there is a way to prevent this epidemic? Although the number of new infection cases has been declining in recently being precious, virus is still spreading widely around the world. As of October 17, 2021, there were nearly 2.4 million infected individuals with nearly 28,000 deaths confirmed. In the global list of reported cumulative cases, Malaysia ranked 20th on 25 September 2021 compared to 85th on 18 November 2021. Malaysia's cumulative confirmed cases and deaths per million population are the highest in Asia.
Malaysians were told to stay at home as much as possible, except for those working in banks, telecommunications, transport, food, healthcare and cleaning services that are deemed.
The government's initial action was to prevent the spread of COVID-19 pandemic by implementing Movement Control Order (MCO) to stop the epidemic from spreading further. Fear of the virus is growing around the world. What do we need to do to protect ourselves from this coronavirus? Basically, we need to take care of our personal hygiene, such as regularly washing hands with soap. Avoid touching the face, especially the eyes, nose, mouth with hands. Also, avoid touching any place, especially in public place, because virus can appear anywhere and everywhere. Besides, we need to have a sense of responsibility in every action by adhering to certain standard operating procedures (SOP) set by government. What the most important is just stay at home.
Of course, Malaysia is taking the multi-pronged approach to get enough COVID-19 vaccine for the country.
Did you know, among other initiatives given by the government is that we are strongly encouraged to take COVID-19 vaccine injection for the common good. As we know, vaccines are one of the most important and suitable ways to prevent disease and maintain the condition of the body. Vaccines, also often called immunization, take advantage of the body's unique function in studying and fighting disease that cause germs. Vaccines help establish immunity to protect you from infection without causing harmful side effects. So, what is the COVID-19 vaccine? The COVID-19 vaccine is a type of vaccine that can prevent from infection with the COVID-19 virus, or also known as SARS-CoV-2, which can cause coronavirus 2019 disease COVID-19. The COVID-19 vaccine is given to control the transmission of COVID-19 disease.
Technology and Innovation, Khairi Jamaluddin, has been tasked to oversee the rollout. The first phase will begin as early as end of this month, targeting 500,000 of frontliners, followed by the elderly, the sick and the disabled in the second phase between April and August.
As more people get vaccinated, more people form antibodies and in turn reduce the likelihood of more severe COVID-19 disease. Indirectly, it can protect at-risk groups who are not eligible to receive vaccinations. Among the types of vaccines available in Malaysia are COVID-19 mRNA vaccine produced by Pfizer BioNTech, COVID-19 viral vector vaccine produced by AstraZeneca, and COVID-19 inactivated vaccine produced by Sinovac. So, today we are going to talk about the pros of this vaccine overcoming the cons. we can show you about vaccines are the best alternative by the government for the people. Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to look at 3 benefits of vaccines that can help our communities live their old lifestyle. Do you want to know more? Let's go. Chop. Don't forget your mask.
Now, we're gonna explain about the purpose and benefits from getting a vaccine. Let's learn them together. The purpose of vaccination is to achieve group immunity. What is meant by group immunity? Group immunity means that the virus cannot enter the group of people since most of the members of the community have the strength, which is defensive military memory, to fight the real virus, which is stronger. This is important to protect vulnerable groups, which is susceptible to disease due to low or decreased body or system or functions, such as children, the elderly, cancer patients, and HIV positive patients. Group immunity can stop the spread of infectious disease that can potentially cripple a community in a short time. Such immunity can only be obtained and achieved if the majority of the population in community is vaccinated or immunized against a disease. According to the Johns Hopkins School of Public Health, depending on the rate of contagion of a disease, the formation of group immunity requires between 50% to 90% the population to have immunity to an infection. So, for COVID-19 group immunity, various measures need to be devised and require the cooperation of all parties so that it can be achieved while lowering the daily rate of infection and cases. Although the Movement Control Order (MCO) has been implemented for the second time, we can still see an increase in daily cases, and this means the infection rate is still at a high level. Therefore, an immunization program against COVID-19 virus is essential. Among the ways to form group immunity supported by the World Health Organization (WHO) is through vaccination. Vaccines train a person's immune system to form antibodies to fight disease. The same situation occurs if a person is exposed to a disease, but the vaccine works without making a person sick. According to the WHO, an estimated 60 to 70% of the world's population needs to be resistant to COVID-19 in order for group immunity to be achieved and the transmission of COVID-19 to be controlled. Malaysia will receive the COVID-19 vaccine to meet the needs of more than 80% of the people to enable efforts to curb this epidemic can be achieved. Achieving group immunity helps save lives and curb the spread of this epidemic. The question is, when can a community achieve group immunity? It depends on the value of the reproduction number, which is RO or R0. So, what is RO? RO tells on average how many individuals who are not yet immune to this COVID-19 virus can be infected by an individual who is confirmed COVID-19 positive. The higher the RO value, the more people need to be immunized to achieve group immunity and lower the rate of infection of the virus. According to the WHO, studies on immunity to the virus are still ongoing, and the percentage or how many populations need to be vaccinated to curb the spread of the COVID-19 pandemic is still unknown. In conclusion, we do not have much choice. The only best way to restore life as well as the economy is to achieve group immunity immediately. This is a national mission. and this important mission can only be achieved if there is close cooperation between the government and the people. Save your life now with your beloved. Don't forget this.
Okay, thank you. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So, today I would like to tell you about the vaccine. What is the benefit of vaccine? So now, the development of the vaccine situation in Malaysia to the 12 October 2021, more than 19% of the adult population in Malaysia has already received the 2 complete doses of COVID-19 vaccine. So, that is a good news for our Malaysia. Why? So, wait, because I will tell you. Okay. So, the vaccine has give us some effect, which is the results of this large-scale vaccine program have begun to show signs of positive selection. So, the daily COVID-19 positive cases have also begun to decline slowly now. This clearly shows that COVID-19 vaccination is able to curb the spread of the epidemic from continuing to spread. Okay, so next, I will continue further with the benefits of vaccination in our daily life. Do you want to know the advantage or the benefit? So, let's go. So, this vaccine can restore a normal era of life. Since COVID-19 hit us, all of our daily lives have turned 360-degree different. For example, before the existence of this vaccine, we were required to just stay at home and not allowed at all to go out at will. Very strict controls have been put in place by the government. This is because to reduce COVID-19 infection in our country. Next, vaccines are one of the steps in leading a normal life as we are starting to go through now. That is, we can re-experience things that we can do first, such as we can eat in the store, we can travel, and so on. This also can reduce the symptoms of stress in society. In the era of COVID-19, many people experience stress and depression due to the problems experienced when COVID-19 hit. That struck. So, with the relaxation that we can get together, we can enjoy a long life again. At the same time, we can bring back joy and happiness to all after a year and almost 2 years we face COVID in our country. Although not completely, but we are still in an endemic situation that we can still feel the opportunity to live as usual. However, it should be noted that we still need to follow the SOP that has been set and always wear a face mask as well as maintain social distance. Better to prevent than to cure. So, let us Malaysians join us in fighting the COVID-19 virus. So, remember to always follow the SOP and always wear your face mask. Okay? Thank you. Kita pasti menang. Yeah. It's for you.
Hi! Have you got a vaccine shot, guys? The reality is, today's era of the modern world, the general cannot deny the fact that there are societies that tend to reject vaccines. Hatta in developed countries such as US and UK, the authorities have also identified similar problems. Based on a survey in US, nearly 20% of respondents want to receive a vaccine injection only after another individual has received it and it has proven effective. Due to the situation that is plaguing our country now, then the government allows all citizens to receive a vaccine injection of 2 doses that will be given for free. But here also raises a situation where there are anti-vaccine who reject and do not agree with the vaccine injection, violate morals, and condemn individuals who register as recipients supposedly can survive. Undoubtedly, many still do not believe in the COVID-19 vaccine and are worried about the side effects that will affect their life in the future. A major constraint exists when part of the society still believe that myth to the point of being confused about the vaccine injections that have been recognized. Moreover, when there is death after receiving the vaccine injection as well as side effects after the injection. For example, headache, fever, cold, and so on. However, in fact, all these myths have been rejected by the World Health Organization, WHO, as well as medical experts. They only saw the disadvantage of the vaccine compared to exploring the positive effect of the vaccine on their bodies. Despite being injected in 2 doses, there is still an infection to the vaccine recipient. This will make the anti-vaccine increasingly believe that injections are not the solution to eradicate the virus. University Malaysia Sabah UMS Environmental and Occupational Health Risk Management Specialist said that the community may see this vaccine as the final answer to tackle the virus problem. But the truth is, society should understand that vaccines are only to boost the body's immunity and not a cure to the virus in question. In addition, the recent news presented by the government on the booster dose that the community needs to receive the injection for the 3rd time has made anti-vaccine increasingly believe that this vaccine injection is not something that can solve the problem and eliminate COVID-19. Last but not least, in addition, we know that social media is now filled with various theories, including those that seem plausible and no less also absurd. Some blame some figures who supposedly want to change the order of the world, and some even accuse the pharmaceutical companies of killing to sell drugs and vaccines. Of course, all the allegations are untrue and have also been denied by some of the parties involved. Although this infection has spread throughout the country and even the world, there are still a few people who do not believe in the existence of COVID-19. They consider this to be absurd and a mere hoax because it cannot be seen with the naked eye, even though it has been proven by the increasing number of deaths. The spread of false information related to the COVID-19 vaccine has a very negative impact. The government finds it difficult to control this platform, such as WhatsApp, Facebook, Instagram, and Telegram, because involve third parties. The fact is, convincing the anti-vaccine group to accept the vaccine is the same as convincing the existence of supernatural beings to those who do not believe in it. That's all from me, guys. Don't forget your mask. And this one here for you.
Thank you, Natasha, for this mask. Before I continue the next part, I will explain about WHO. Do you know WHO is World Health Organization, which is a United Nations agency tasked with conducting measures and taking certain actions to ensure the health of the world's population. This agency was established on 7 April 1948. WHO is responsible for the World Health Report, and now they also handle COVID-19 cases. So, the World Health Organization (WHO) recommended 6 criteria when considering the lifting of restrictions. First criterion is controlled transmission. The Health Ministry has seen a downward trend in the past month for COVID-19 cases and decide to lift the restrictions. Before they decide to lift the restriction, they had seen that transmission could be controlled. Besides, they have upgraded the capacity of the health system in place to detect, test, isolate, and treat every case as well as trace every contact. They are upgrading this to make it easier for them to get information about those who are positive COVID. After that, outbreak risk minimized in special settings like health facilities and nursing homes. Examples for the provision of the health facilities are such as medicines, opening many quarantine centers, and so on. They also provide nursing homes to facilitate the care of COVID-19 patients who are unable to go to the quarantine center or hospital, for instance, the elderly. Preventive measures are also implemented in workplace, schools, and other places where it's essential for people to go. They take precautionary measures with SOP compliance procedure, namely by wearing masks, social distancing, and others. Furthermore, manageable importation risk and fully educated, engaged, and empowered communities adjust to the new norm. In conclusion, the vaccine is a prevention which can maintain SOP and prevent an increase in cases. Although some who have been vaccinated can also be infected with COVID. However, the effect is not as bad as people who do not take the vaccine. Lastly, we can also conduct a stay-at-home campaign to prevent the widespread transmission of COVID-19.
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and comment. Assalamualaikum.